Hi there and welcome to the second Darkglass Electronics newsletter video. Since the very dawn of hard rock and heavy metal, countless bass players have found that it's pretty hard to cut through a mix, especially when you're competing against 2, sometimes even 3 guitar players, furious kick drums, and sometimes even keyboards. The main role of the bass and the bass player is to lay down a massive foundation along with the drums, upon which the rest of the band can stand. The bass can add heaviness and thickness to the guitars, as well as girth to the drums. In this video I will share how I set the EQ of the amp, as well as how I use distortion to cut through a mix while maintaining the low end and the supportive role of the bass. The song that I'm using in this video to showcase the different types of EQ as well as the different types of distortion of the Microtubes 900 amp features a lot of quick kick drums and a bass line that goes basically in unison with the guitar line. It's a bit on the technical side, but I hope that it will be useful even for you guys to play a different style. So let's start off by taking a look at how I set up the EQ for these different types of videos. The Darkglass Microtubes 900 has got a 4-band EQ. You've got a bass control, low mids, high mids and treble, and you've also got some additional switches for the low mids and the high mids. Let's start off with listening to the amp set for 12 o'clock in the EQ section. The high mids are set for 1.5 kHz and the low mids are set for 250 Hz. So there you had the EQ set for 12 o'clock. Now I'm gonna dial in an EQ setting that I normally gravitate towards. I'm gonna boost the low mids and the high mids a bit and boost the bass just a little bit. I'm leaving the toggle switches for 1.5 kHz and 250 Hz. When it comes to setting up the EQ, I usually gravitate towards a bump in the mids. Some people like a more scooped sound in which you got more of a heavy bass, heavy treble type sound, but I like to have a bump in the mids, so to speak. When you're setting up your EQ, make sure that you try it out with a full mix or with a full band as soon as possible. A tone that might sound great on its own may not be the thing that will help you cut through the best and support the rest of the band to the fullest. Another thing that's really helpful for cutting through a mix as well as filling out the void that sometimes can be created if you only got one guitar player is to use distortion on your bass. Check out players like Alex Webster, Geddy Lee or Billy Sheehan. They all use sometimes pretty heavily distorted bass tone. Okay, let's add in some distortion on top of the EQ. We're gonna start off with the B3K engine. I'm gonna go for a pretty excessive amount of drive. I've got the level knob set for 12 o'clock and the blend knob as well, and I've got the tone knob at about 1 o'clock. And last but not least, let's try out the vintage Microtubes engine. I'm gonna leave all of the controls for drive, level, tone and blend the same way as they were with the B3K engine. Okay, there you have it. I hope that this video has been informative and useful to you in some way. Make sure that you subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you don't miss out on any future Darkglass related videos. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section and I'll see you later. Take care. Bye.